Hey everyone, so this is my episode 3 trailer breakdown. Now, the ball is definitely rolling with this series. This trailer got me super hyped for episode 3. Following the last 2 episodes, which I guess combined would work as one giant episode, episode 3 is going to feature the Whisperer border meeting between Daryl, Michonne, Carol, Alpha, Beta, and a bunch of others. Actually, I don't know if Beta is going to be there. Gamma could be there. Beta might be back at the camp watching over. The point is, this meeting is actually going to happen in episode 3 because some people have broken the rules. The Whisperer War actually has a very high chance and starting in episode 3. It is super fast to happen. That's why I don't know if it's going to happen necessarily, but there's a good chance that both parties will walk away thinking, okay, we can't live with one another, because they did cross the border in the premiere, right? And Alpha did say, if you did, there would be consequences, and episode 2 proved that Alpha just does not screw around. Like, she's super harsh, but I guess before we jump in, I should warn you that this will contain spoilers for episode 1 and 2 of this season. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure to be a subscriber to get more Walking Dead content like this. I'll be doing reviews for each episode, trailer breakdowns after each episode airs, as well as videos throughout the week on all the new info that we learn. Episode 2 really set this episode up, or I mean, obviously episode 2 would set up episode 3, but I mean, it really set up the meeting between Alpha and Michonne. The intensity of it anyways, because they haven't seen each other in a very, very long time. They actually haven't seen each other since that Pike moment. That final scene in episodes 1 and 2 where Alpha and Carol are staring at each other, I think that's gonna be really iconic because I think it's going to be what starts the war. I mean, I guess you could argue that the Whisper Pike moment started the war, or I guess when Henry ran away, it started the war because everything triggered some other event, right? But that moment is definitely noteworthy because Alpha saw Carol on their side of the border. We got a lot of hints in this trailer that something's going down. Now, I don't think it's going to erupt immediately, and there's going to be like this constant battling left and right, gunfire and everything. I don't think that's going to happen. It's definitely too soon, but I think, like I said, both parties are going to walk away from this meeting and be like, we can't live with them like near us anymore. We have to get rid of them. It's just impossible to live with them. Someone's going to die. This stuff's going to constantly happen. And it's not only going to be our group saying that. I think the Whisperers will also think that too, because Beta even mentioned like Daryl and Michonne as threats in tonight's episode. He didn't refer to them by name or anything like that, but he did say like we kind of have to deal with them. Alpha is confident that fear will keep them away, but I don't know if that's possible. I think Alpha will learn in episode 3 that they might have to do a little bit more than just fear, because there's a lot of people that are willing to fight back and want to fight back, and we actually see that in this trailer. Actually, first we see Gamma. Now that we know who she really is, she's telling Michonne and Daryl to meet Alpha at the border tonight. They're probably super worried too. And I love this because they were all probably very worried. Like, did Alpha see us cross the border? Did they know of any of that? If Carol was smart, and I hope she did do that, I hope she told Michonne and Daryl that Alpha saw her. This way they all knew what to expect, right? Because if Carol just kept that a secret, that's kind of messed up. The Whisperers could have did a secret attack or something like that. So hopefully Carol told them. But they were, in this trailer anyways, all waiting for something to go down. That's for sure. Gamma walks up to them and is like, you know what you did? Border tonight. Everyone starts freaking out. Like, we got the return of the Highwaymen too. I actually remember somebody asking me recently in a Q&A, or it was a live stream, and I was asked, like, did we see the last of the Highwaymen? And I guess we didn't. They want justice for what happened to Ozzy and the others. Same with some members of the kingdom. They also want to fight back, and Michonne is just trying to keep everyone calm. She's like, everyone stay cool. If Alpha sends that horde, we're all dead. Do you want that? No, I didn't think so. Sit down, bitch. And I like that because they're setting up the horde as being the ultimate threat in season 10 second half, because it is the ultimate threat. There are thousands of walkers, and I mean thousands of walkers, maybe 5,000 or so. How many walkers did No Way Out have? I think it was like 100, maybe 75, 150. I don't think there was like 200 of them. Maybe there was. I don't know. I can't remember, but it was for sure nowhere near 5,000, right? And I don't even know what that's going to look like on screen, because I mean, I don't know if there's 5,000 for sure, but there's definitely thousands of them. So that could range from what, 3,000 to 7,000, 10,000. I feel like 5,000 is a good number until they confirm how much are out there. But can you imagine that? What that's actually going to look like on screen? The sea of walkers attacking Alexandria, destroying everything that they've worked for in the last how many years. So when Michonne tells you to calm down, you listen. We also see Aaron fighting this herd of walkers, so that's kind of cool that this is actually happening right away. We know this is where Negan and Aaron are actually going to team up, and we're going to get some interesting scenes between them. I'm wondering how dark the episode is going to get with those characters, because I mean, for just because Aaron at this point, I don't know what to expect from him. It seems like he might actually die this season, which is kind of scary because he's been there since season 5. Like, he was introduced an episode or two after Tyrese died, and we're getting to the point now with what they set up with that character anyways in the premiere, that it seems like he's definitely heading in a very bad direction and he could get himself killed. Like, I think this scene here with Negan, like all covered in blood, he's holding that crowbar over Aaron. I think Negan is contemplating on killing Aaron. I really do. I don't think he's going to, obviously, but I know this scene has to be happening in episode 3. I don't know what's going to happen first, but I feel like Aaron is going to fight these walkers. He's going to lose some people. He's going to be all covered in blood, and he's going to be stressed out, like really stressed out, because he's been worrying about the Whisperers, worrying about that meeting with Alpha. So he's stressed out about that, stressed out about fighting those walkers, because first of all, some of them could have been Whisperers. And then he's paired up with Negan, and he just has so much hate for him already, right? Because Negan is kind of responsible for Eric's death. Like, that was Aaron's boyfriend in season 8. So Aaron has all these thoughts in his head, you know, he's pissed off, and that's why I'm worried that something is going to happen to him. And I'm really worried about it because he's one of my favorite characters. To have that character killed off because of this Whisperer thing, I mean, he has been around for a long time anyways, right? So we can't always have these characters around until the end. It's just that he's comic Rick. That's why I like him so much right now. He looks exactly like Rick did in the comic at this point. All that Negan stuff, though, for sure is going to be happening. I think this is going to be a big Negan episode. We're going to see him making all these jokes, dealing with all these walkers. He'll probably be swinging that crowbar around like it's Lucille. And yeah, I'm really interested in seeing what's going to happen between those two characters, because whatever happens there is, first of all, going to hint, I think, at where Aaron goes. Aaron could die in that episode. He literally could. I hope he doesn't, but he could. And I think with Negan and Brandon Rose, I think we're going to see some stuff there that hints at Negan's release, because he's going to be at the Whisperer camp by episode 7. Because if you read the synopsis for that episode, it literally says that Alpha and Beta are unsure about someone or something like that. So by episode 7, Negan's going to be at the Whisperer camp, which means he's going to break out in episode 6 or in episode 5. Next Sunday is episode 3, so it's happening very soon. His time in Alexandria is definitely coming to an end. How is it all going to go down? Is he actually going to escape in episode 3 and then just be gone for a few episodes? You never know, they could do that. Carol is also seeing a bunch of ghosts in this episode, and I'm really interested in seeing what that's going to be like, because it looks like Carol and Michonne are out there, and I guess they're traveling to meet up with Alpha, and then on their travels, Carol is seeing, I guess, Henry. We know. I know there's been some rumors that she might see Lizzie, and I think Sam. I've seen some people in the comments saying that they could be in that episode, so that'll be kind of interesting if that does happen. I don't know. Seeing Henry, though, that's amazing, because Carol at this point, like, she's haunted by what Alpha did. When she's staring at Alpha there, she's just like, she wants to kill her so bad. She wants revenge. Like, that's why she stayed on the boat, because no one would let her. She just wanted to sail away, stay away from everyone. She wanted to run away from her problems. Now that Daryl is forcing her to stay, and she does realize, I think, like, herself, that she does have to stay, like, her family is here, but she just can't live here on her own. And I think that's why she says that she has to die. In that trailer, when I think she's talking to Daryl in that scene, she's just saying, like, she has to die. And I think to Carol, it makes a lot of sense. She can't live with her around. Even if they leave this area and Alpha and Beta go, say, even to Los Angeles, the other side of the US, Carol would probably track Alpha down. I don't think Carol could sleep or even live knowing that she was able to live, I guess, after what she did to Henry, after what she did to the kingdom, because Alpha was responsible for a lot of deaths. So it wasn't just Henry, which obviously really hurt Carol. She was responsible for Tara's death and Enid's death and all of the other characters. So I think this episode here, like, that's why I'm kind of worried. I'm worried that more stuff might happen because of Carol. And I think I'm actually super excited for that scene, because all this ghost stuff might happen before Carol and them meet Alpha at the border. And so if Carol is seeing these ghosts and is just saying, like, oh, she has to die, and gets into this mindset before she meets Alpha at the border, what's stopping her at that point from killing her? Like, it's going to get so intense. Daryl's probably going to have to calm Carol down and be like, don't do anything, don't do it. And yeah, because who knows? Carol might just want to kill herself just to be able to kill Alpha, you know? I don't know. I think she might be smarter than that. She might plan ahead a bit more. But yeah, like, this Carol stuff, I'm definitely, I think, mostly excited for that, just because that was the big cliffhanger from episode 1 and 2. Alpha will probably learn during this meeting that Carol is the mother of Henry. I do wonder if Lydia's going to be there at that meeting, because that could also be really interesting, because, you know, Alpha really wants to see Lydia. If Lydia's not there, Alpha might get really pissed, really upset, and shit might go down. But yeah, it's very hard to say what's going to happen at this meeting. Obviously, Alpha and Beta, they're not dying because they're in future episodes. Our big characters, they're not dying, but there might actually be some deaths. There obviously has to be some consequences, right? Because there's no way they're both parties are going to leave unharmed. I think both sides are going to lose something unless it's done in a way where the Alpha's like, there's going to be consequences because you crossed our border. And then Daryl or Aaron or someone brings up, well, we found walker skin on our side of the border, so it's actually even. I hope it's not done in that way where it's like, okay, we're even, we'll just both walk away. Remember though, don't cross this border, the end. I hope it's done in a way where they both have to lose something because Alpha's just that messed up that she'd think that way. She's like, okay, well then we both screwed up, so that means I have to kill one of my whisperers and you have to kill one of your people. Because then how do you make that choice, right? Because Alpha is just probably going to choose a whisperer. She doesn't care, but Michonne and them, how do they choose which person has to die? I hope this episode ends like that, and I hope it gets very dark like that. And I'm hoping it is actually really dark because episode 3 of last year was very, very dark. That was Warning Signs. That's when Eric died by Cindy. Daryl and Maggie walked away. That was just such a very dark ending with the music and everything. I hope this episode is just as dark. I hope it's like a horror movie. As for my predictions for this episode and episode 4, I mean, it's really hard to say. That's why I feel like Negan's escape might tie into some of this stuff because something's going to happen where maybe Alpha kills one of her people. Michonne and them are forced to kill one of their people, and then maybe when they get back, Negan's gone. He escaped. And so episode 4 and 5, they're wondering what happened to him, which causes all the paranoia. Everyone starts to freak out. We get silence to whispers and everything because they're all worried that, well, Negan's over there now. What if he crosses that border? So they might actually come and fight back because we yet again broke their rules, or she'll think that we broke their rules. Yeah, I'm super excited for episode 3 though. I really can't wait for this episode. I want to see what's going to happen with that meeting. I'm worried for certain characters. I'm mostly worried for Aaron just because of how dark he's getting right now, but I think he's safe. I don't know if he's safe. That's the thing. It's hard to read Angela Kang because her writing is it's done so well to the point that it's not predictable anymore. Like, I had no idea that Henry, Enid, and Tara were gonna die in episode 15 of last season. It's just the way each scene is done. It's like she knows that you're gonna think this way, so it's gonna go this way, and she also left clues beforehand, so it all makes sense, sort of thing. I don't know. I'm excited for episode 3 though, but post your thoughts down below. Let me know what you guys all thought of this trailer. What are your predictions for next week's episode? How do you think that meeting is going to go? And how do you think that meeting is going to affect the rest of this first half of the season? Also, when do you think Negan is going to escape? Make sure to be a subscriber to get more Walking Dead content like this. If you haven't checked out my review yet, I'll leave a link to that at the end of this video. Hope you guys all enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.